All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the show here. My name is Sanjeev Advani. If you haven't seen this before, I am looking to bring real estate property management and construction content to people in an easy to digest format that will help you invest over the long term. And today we're actually going to be going over something that's really interesting in the world of industrial real estate, which is multi-story warehouses, right? So generally, when you think of a warehouse, at least in my area, which is in, Central California here, you're thinking of large expanses of land. For us specifically, 500, 700, a million square feet plus, and you're looking at very tall ceiling heights and things like that. So specifically, you actually have a company called Logistics Property Company, which is going to be developing in Chicago. And basically what they're looking to do is they're looking to actually develop a first of its kind warehouse in the area, which is going to be multi-story. And so basically what's going to happen is you're going to have this kind of multi-story development that you'll be able to utilize as far as, being able to ship out products and things like that. And not only that, but you're also going to be a lot closer for other customers that you're going to have, right? And so for example, in this specific area, they're looking at, Chicago's Goose Island. So it's just near Chicago's Goose Island. And basically what they're looking at is it's going to be about a little over a million square feet, but they're going to be closer to residential areas. So if there are weather events or traffic events and things like that, they'll be able to actually still deliver packages, right? So, one of the lines here is that they can actually walk some of the packages to some of the clients, which is really cool when you think about it, because, most of the time right now, most of those industrial warehouses are far enough that it will take, a minimum of 20 to 30 minutes to get to wherever they need to go, especially if you have a lot of excess land in the area. So now the other thing there that happens is that you will have to essentially start to look at, how much rent do we charge when we are developing something like this, because it is, first of its kind, it in the area, it is going to be more high tech. And so it does become very important to look at, well, what exactly are we going to have to charge here? And does that still make sense for people? Now, if you have companies like Amazon that, pride themselves on, okay, we can get you your items, same day, next day, 2 days, then that may be something that they actually move towards because it is going to get them closer to their clients, at least according to this article here. So looking at that, now you also have to kind of think about, well, this project specifically is going to have 135 truck courts, 1,590 car parking stalls, 763 van parking spaces, and they're going to utilize the roof for parking as well, which is really cool because most of the time, you don't have that option. They are looking at also basically competing with other multi-story industrial warehouses, and so this has generally happened. I think the first one was, for Amazon up in the Northwest, Pacific Northwest. And now you have, obviously other countries where there is much less land available. You have seen this model before, but really not so much here in the US. And so it becomes really interesting when you are looking at industrial development and kind of having to go, into tighter, smaller spaces and how we can make that a little bit more efficient. So it is going to be really interesting because essentially, if they can pull this off and it does work, I think that you're going to start seeing a lot more of this model in densely populated areas versus kind of the model that we see right now. That being said, if they don't pull this off, there's really no telling if people will take this as kind of, the bad omen or things like that, where, okay, now we're going to keep continuing down the road of, these million square foot plus warehouses that are going to be, far out of town and have to then have their own district and drive into more of the, final delivery spaces. So just again, bringing you content that we think is going to be valuable, help you learn more about the markets, and help you kind of understand how to invest further as well. So if you did like this video, please hit that thumbs up. Please hit that subscribe. If you didn't like the video, leave us a comment. Let us know what exactly we can do better, because we are looking to bring this kind of content to people in an easy to digest, actionable format that will help you invest over the long term. Thank you, and we'll see you on the next one.